welcome, welcome, welcome once again to the Lucy MacKenzie Humane Society in Brownsville. So glad to see you watching. Well, I can't actually see you, but you can see me. So please have your pad and pencil or your phone thing. I'm not very good on what all those phones are. Or just the telephone, and give us a call immediately. You see someone here that you want to take home and that you feel you can't do without. So without more ado, we are going to show you all the wonderful, some, not all of them. That would take all day and all night and probably tomorrow. But we're going to show you some of the absolutely delectable cats and dogs that we have here who are just waiting for a home with you. So here we have a collection of cats. That sounds like one of those, whatchamacallit, collective nouns, doesn't it? Anyway, a collection of cats. And they came in here to this is the special cat room. I don't want to say that they were wild, because I think at one point they may have had homes, but they were sort of looked after by some people who couldn't have them themselves, but they fed them and made sure that they were healthy and took them in to be spayed and neutered. Please note that. Please, please, please spay and neuter your animal, whether it's a dog or cat or whatever it is. Mouse, rat, I don't know about snakes, but anyway, so they're very kind cats, but they are not quite sure of human beings. I can't blame them. They haven't had a very good time until they met these lovely people. So they haven't had a very good time in the human world. So they would require some attention and kindness like them, and just patience. I think above all probably patience, because they're going to take a long time to be adapted to a different world, a cozy world, with nice warm, or maybe a nice warm fire and a sunny windowsill and all of those things that a cat expects. So, but please think about taking them. You could take two. Obviously, they get on well together. Or you could take all four, actually, if there's anybody there who'd like all four. But they are very sweet. Some of them have different colorings on them. Their sort of basic color is black. And I just feel very sorry for them. I feel very strongly about animals that are abandoned, and I won't go into that here, but please don't abandon your animal. Bring it here or to your nearest humane society and give it a chance at a decent life full of love and warmth. So please come and see kitties 1, 2, 3, 4, and take one home, or two, or all of them. So here we are. I have to say one thing very quickly, that there were 5 black cats. I missed one. It was just a little black cat, and it was hidden in a box. So there are not 4 black cats over there, there are 5. And now we come to Tuppence, or Tuppy, as he's called. And according to Jackie, who is the head of the Lucy MacKenzie here, he is very, very sweet. And he loves to play. He's the most gorgeous color. As Jackie said, he's a sort of smoky orange. Oh, very, very, very modish Tuppy. And so he needs a little pony. You take him home. No, he's going to need a little time, patience, but he's going to very, very quickly settle into your home. I have a feeling about Tuppence that he's going to be running your home in no time at all. Yes. And there is his friend, Sammy. So Sammy is ginger and white. I like the white tip on the tail. Very distinguished, isn't it, Sammy? And Sammy has, hello, sweetie. Oh, right. So this is Jonah. He really, really wants to be cuddled. He's a little shy, though, because he's a stray. And so nobody, obviously one doesn't know what his first home or his second home or any home was like, what he's gone through, in being a stray and trying to find someone who'll take care of him, especially in this weather. So So Jonah's a little jumpy, but when Paul and I came in, he was awfully pleased to see us and came up and rubbed along our legs and things like that. So he's very sweet, and he won't take long to, really get used to you. And thank you, Jonah, dear. That's nice. Yes. Oh, lovely. He said, I really, really want to give my love, but at the moment, I'm just a little uncertain. I don't want to be left in the wild again, or in a barn, or wherever he came from, and have to do everything by myself and find my people who love me gone. So he's going to need a lot of confidence and just a nice, maybe a quietish home, but I don't know that. I mean, I think he obviously likes attention, but I would say, a fairly organized home. But to start with anyway, and then you can disorganize yourself if you want to. But he's very sweet, and his name is Jonah, and he is 3 years young. How's that? Almost sounds better, doesn't it, than 3 years old. Hello, my sweetheart. Would you like to come up and say hello to Roz again? Just a little try, all right? And there's a nice little bed for you. Oh, he said, I like this bed. So if I came to stay with you forever, my ever home, I would really like to have a bed like this with a beautiful fleece blanket on it. Maybe several beds here, there, in different places. Wow, isn't that nice? Isn't that so good? And what whiskers! Wow. That right, isn't it? He so wants to be loved. Don't you, sweetie? Right. All right, so this is Bailey. And you have seen Bailey before if you've been watching the program. And so Bailey is how old? And this is Amy, by the way, yes.
He's about 2.5.
About 2.5. And a surrender, perhaps?
He was actually a transport.
Oh, where from?
From Delaware.
From Delaware?
Yes.
Oh, that because of the flooding, maybe?
Right,
yes. Okay, and so it's 2.5 and likes a lot of exercise, I would think, because very lively,
yes.
but very sweet and small. I think you said he does not like to be picked up.
No.
Well, why? Some people don't like to be picked up, and but Bailey's been here for a little while and really does need a home. And he's spayed, of course.
Yeah, he's neutered. Yeah.
He's spayed, or neutered, sorry.
Yeah.
I beg his
Same
pardon.
thing.
Oh, well, it's not quite the same thing, is it, Bailey? Hey, I think you're very sweet. He's a lovely size. And does he get on with other dogs?
Some dogs. He's very... It depends.
It depends. Well, it's the same with humans. Sometimes you get on with people, and sometimes you just don't like them.
Right.
So, well, good for you, Bailey. I think he's got quite a strong personality. And but it would be nice if he had another dog, maybe a youngish one, and they could play together, because he's got a lot of energy, going to need a lot of exercise. And so it would be lovely if he had a companion that he did get on with. He came in by himself. He didn't come in with
no pair.
No pair. No. I think he's very sweet, and I just think that he needs to be out of here and into his own environment. And, yes, I mean, look at these ears all perked up. This dog is very clever, and you can have fun if you take him, probably obedience classes, but not so much that as the, what do they call them?
Agility.
The agility, I always forget that, don't I? He would love to do agility, and he would be so good at it, and he would be terribly proud of himself, and probably boast all the way home and to everybody at home, and everybody would get very tired of his boastfulness, but he would really enjoy it very much. He's quite sensitive to touch, isn't he?
He can be, yeah.
Yes,
but
yes.
The more exercise he gets, the better he is.
The better he is. Well, I think you could say that about a lot of us. Yes. The more we get out and exercise, the nicer we are. Isn't that right? Do you want to chew that? So anyway, please come and see Bailey and talk to Amy about him. And if you have a dog or 2 dogs, bring them with you, and they can all be introduced and see how they do. And if not, Bailey, you'll just be an only dog, and much petted and much loved.
You are cute.
He is very cute. So let's talk about Dot and Celine. Right. So here we have Dot and Celine. Are they related?
Yes, they're sisters.
Oh, they're sisters, because Dot's much bigger than Celine.
Yes, she did lose a little bit of weight here after her dental surgery.
Okay. So, let me see. So they're how old?
They are about 5.5, almost 6.
Oh, all right. And they've been here for over a month, haven't they? Because I think we did them before.
Yes.
We did them in the other room,
Yes,
I remember.
yeah.
Oh. And then, yes, so they can go together, or they're quite happy to go separately too. In fact, you thought it might be quite a good idea in some ways for them.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
You know, you shouldn't gobble your food.
Yes.
My mother always told me that. Didn't your mother tell you that, dear? Yes, you have to take it slowly. All right. But so there are two of them, and it's really nice sometimes just to have a very small dog, because you can sort of cuddle them up. These two, they need a little time. They'll need some time and patience to get them to, excuse me, Dot, could you, who are you looking for, Dot? Come on, wait a minute, she's got stuck in my sweater. But they are quite, so would they, if they went separately, would they take to another dog or not?
Yes, I think they would, yeah.
Yes, so you could have two dogs if you wanted to, but we feel because of their personalities, it's really better for them to go separately. And there's something rather nice about having a tiny dog to cuddle. Well, there's something rather nice about having a big dog too. I don't think it matters so much. But they just with these two they've come and gone a bit. They've not had too easy a life so far. So I think it would be lovely for them just to have a quiet. I think this little one particularly needs a quiet life, don't you?
Yes,
maybe a quieter life. Not children running around and things like that. Not to say that she wouldn't be all right, but she'd probably go and hide under the sofa or something like that. And I would think a quiet home would be the best thing for this little one. Isn't that right, sweetheart? So that she can just settle down, be quiet, and just have her own person and little walks. She definitely need a coat. I rather like Amy's blue color. I think it might suit. Would you like to have a blue coat, sweetheart? Probably. Yes. And you're very sweet too. They are very sweet. So please come and see them. It's not for a little, very shy dog like this. They're both a little shy. Beautifully as they're looked after here. It's not the best place for them because it's quite noisy with other dogs start barking and people coming and going. And as I say, I think they both really need to have a quiet and loving home. So please come and see Dot and Celine and fall in love with whichever one you want to take home. But I don't want to see them here when I come next month. Please. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
Yeah.
So just at the feed water bowl there is on it. That's Moon. Mm-hmm. And because he's got sort of like a half, where's he gone? Oh, there he is. He's sort of, he says, I might as well show myself off to the best, honestly, if I'm being filmed. Isn't that right? Wow, look at those eyes. Oh, he said, I am Moon, M-O-O-N. I am the greatest. So, and he has a brother called Onyx, and they came together, and they actually go together. So if it's twofer. It's a twofer. They want to spend the rest of their lives together. And so look at that. It's beautiful. You going to come and sit on Roz? Come on then. Come and tell me all about yourself. He said, I'm a bit private about my life. When I know you better, when you take me to your home and give me everything I want, I might tell you a little bit about myself. But I'm a very easy cat to get on with. Moon and his brother, Onyx, is sleeping at the moment, and I asked him very politely, Onyx this is, if he would come out and introduce himself to us, and he took no notice of me. Cats do that. They like to do their own thing. So obviously Moon is the more sociable one, but he did whisper in my ear, a very soft sort of whiskery whisper. He did say that Onyx was a lovely cat too, and his very dearly beloved brother, and that they would both like to come to your home and make it their forever home. So thank you, Moon, so much for your hang on, stop. A little sentence, okay. What I want to say is you're helping us out, I'll say. Yes. All right, ready? So thank you, Moon, so much for helping us out and, giving of your best to us. And you will introduce Onyx when people come to see you. Okay, so this is Scooby, and I'm going to ask Amy all about Scooby. He's just longing to have his walk, so he's a little antsy at the moment because he says, I haven't had my walk yet, or one of my walks. So how old is Scooby?
Scooby is about 2 years old.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, he's about a year old.
A year old.
Just probably just turned
Yes.
a year.
Adolescent, yes.
So still a puppy, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he's
yes.
He's learned a lot here, but there's still a lot to go.
Oh, that's
A lot more to
nice,
go.
Kiss. Oh, good boy.
But he's getting it. He's just learning
Yeah.
self-control.
Yes.
He just gets so excited
Yeah.
to be with
Yes.
people.
But he's very affectionate.
He's a very nice dog.
And what is he? Is he a mix?
Yes, he's like we think of a Rottweiler mix of some sort.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
And he came up from the south?
No, he was surrendered to us here because there's a family member in the household that had some health issues
Oh.
and couldn't deal with both.
No, well, Well, and he gets on with other dogs?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, he can be a little
Big dog.
a bit much for some dogs.
Yes, he needs a big, strong dog like himself.
Yeah.
And a very definitely a fenced-in yard where he can go, and if he's got a companion, they can play and wear themselves out. He definitely needs to go to classes, obedience classes, although he's very bright and he'll pick them up, and then he can do agility, which in a little while when he's, a little... But, he's just like an adolescent boy, all over the place,
Yes.
your legs here, your arms there, oh boy. But very, very sweet. I like this dog's personality. And given, some work, he's going to need work, but he will be worth it. I just think he would be a lovely, lovely family dog, won't you, darling?
He's sweet.
Yes. And, of course, if you like walking, hiking, snowshoeing, here's the guy. He would absolutely love it, and it would be, as I say, great exercise for him,
Yes.
wouldn't it?
Yes, he needs it.
Yes, he does. And the only thing, I don't know, Amy, but I see dogs going for walks with people in the deep snow, and they're sort of lunging like this. And I never think that's very good for a length of time for their backs.
Yeah, if the dog is fit,
Yes.
it's not so bad. If your dog's out of shape, you definitely don't want to take him into the deep snow. It's
No.
strenuous
No.
activity.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's sometimes a bit too strenuous.
Yeah.
So there are plenty of snowmobile trails now, and that's the best, or, the dirt roads, but somewhere he would have to be on a leash until he's better trained.
Yeah.
So you might find yourself, if you go skiing, you might find yourself not having to do any work at all, but you want to be careful of that too, because if you stop suddenly to pee, then you're going to be topsy-turvy. But anyway, there you are. He says, I've quite quietened down now.
Yeah.
I've got used to it,
Yeah.
and I love to play ball. You can throw ball for me all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so now you've got a new aim in life, is to throw ball for Scooby. And gosh, I do think this dog, he's handsome, not that matters, but I do think that he's very intelligent.
Yes.
And I think when he does things like agility and he can go and do the really difficult classes and work things out, I think he'd be in heaven. Yeah. And I think it would be very good for him.
Yeah.
And as well as the walkies. Isn't that right, sweetheart? You're such a good boy. Yes.
Oh, good
Okay.
boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Scooby's the last one we've got. Is he?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Just because we've only done, I don't know whatever it is, 4 or something, doesn't mean to say we have a lot of other dogs waiting. They all wait, and you walk past them, and they all look at you and say, have you come for me? And it's really hard. I always want to cry. So please come and walk past. And when you find yourself crying, say to yourself, which one can I take home? It doesn't matter whether it's a dog or a cat or whatever. Well, might even be a staff member one day, you never know. But anyway, please come and see us. If you can't manage to have another pet, then would you please, we need money all the time. And we love to have, there will be a list of things, essentials that we really could have help with. So thank you, and thank you from Amy and from Paula behind the camera, Roz in front of the camera. Thank you from my heart for watching all of this, and I know that you're really thinking about who you could invite into your home and your heart, or maybe you've got a friend you could do that for. So we'll see you next month. Meanwhile, drive carefully and love your animal.